Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. Today we are going to see variables, data types, objects, constants in JavaScript. Variables. JavaScript uses var keyword to declare variables. Syntax for it is var variable name is equals to value and semicolon. Example, var x is equals to 10. Okay, this var is the keyword, x is the variable name and 10 is the value. Likewise, you can see here var person is equals to Asad. Strings are written inside double or single quotes. Numbers are written without quotes. If you put a number in quotes, it will be treated as a string. Scope of a variable. We can say variables are of the scope of the variables are of two forms. One is global and another one is local. Global variables accessible from anywhere in the program. Local variables accessible only in the function they are defined. Example here you can see in the body element I have made use of global variable as well as local variable. So this variable I is local to this function test, okay, and this variable a is global to the entire document, okay, it is global to the entire document. So these are the scope of the variables. JavaScript data types. Every variable has a data type that indicates what kind of data the variable holds, such as number and characters. Those can be stored and manipulated within a program. Okay, there are two types of data types in JavaScript. First is primitive data type and the another one is non-primitive or reference data type. Okay. Next, JavaScript primitive data type, string, numbers, booleans and null. Now what is string? Strings are written with quotes. You can use string or double quotes, single or double quotes. Example, variable var, this is the variable name and the value for it, using double quotes, or you can use single quotes like this. Okay, this value is written in the single quotes and the semicolon. Numbers, var x1 is equal to 34.00 written with decimals, var x2 is equal to 34 written without decimals. Okay, booleans, var x is equals to true or var y is equals to false. Null, this is the null primitive data types indicating null values. Okay. Next, JavaScript non-primitive data types. So here data types are object and array. Description represents instance through which we can access members. Okay, and array is what represents group of similar values. Next, operators of JavaScript. An operator is a symbol that tells to perform a certain mathematical, logical manipulations. Operators in JavaScript are first, assignment operator. These assignment operators are used to assign values to JavaScript variables. Okay, and these are the assignment operators of your JavaScript. Okay, example here is what? Var keyword you have to write variable name and is equals to, okay, is equals to 300. This means what? This shows balance variable is assigned 300 value. Okay, so this is what the assignment operator, where it is telling what it is used to assign values to JavaScript variables. Next is arithmetic operator. In this, you would see addition, subtraction, multiplications and many more. Next, comparison operators used for comparing two values. Logical operators Logical operators are used to determine the logic between variables or values. And the operators we can take for logical is logical and, logical or, and not operator. So these are what called as logical operators. Okay? It is used to determine the logic between variables or the values. Right? Next is conditional or ternary operators. Conditional operator is also called as ternary operator. Okay? So here you can see this is how we are going to write the condition, then expression 1 and expression 2. It first evaluates an expression for a true or false value and then execute one of the two given statement depending upon the result of the evaluation. Okay? Condition may be A greater than B, right? Okay, this is what the condition. So first it is going to evaluate the expression, and based on this expression, this will be executed. Either of the one will be executed. Here it might have written A is greater than B, or here it is A is less than B. Anything based on the true or false values. Okay? Next, JavaScript object. Objects are variables, but objects can contain many values. The values are written as name, value pairs. Okay? So basically here we can say objects are variables, but here object can contain many values. Right? Object can contain many values. So here you can see this is the example or the syntax we can say. This is the name of the object, and here it is having property and value. Next, property 2 and value 2 and so on. This is indicating it can have many values in a single object, right? So here example you can see var, that is var, the variable name is car. Okay, here property 1 is type and the value for it is what? Fiat. Next is model, the value for it is what? 500, and every pair is separated by comma. Every pair is separated by comma, right? Similarly here also this is employee, and here this is the name and value pair, name and value pair, and name and value pair. Okay? Is it okay to everyone? So basically objects are again variables, but here we can say the object may contain many values. So here you can see the example. What is the meaning of many values? Okay. Next, accessing object properties. How we are going to access the object properties, right? So here you can see how we are doing it. This is the first case and this is the another method how we are going to access the object properties. So basically here you can see this is the object name, right? And this is what the property name which is taken for this object, right? Or here this is the another method, object name, and in bracket in double quotes we are going to write the property name. Is it okay? So here you can see this is the example I have taken. If I am declaring an object employee with this properties, with this property and the values, then how we are going to access these properties in our JavaScript. So here this is how we are going to do. Document.write emp is nothing but the name of the object dot, this is the property of the emp object. Similarly, emp is the object dot, name is the property of your employee object. And the another method is this. You can try both the methods once you try the example doing by yourself. Okay, this is what the example is, right? JavaScript constant example. So here this is how you're going to declare the constant variables and you're going to access the constant variable this way, right? Thank you for watching this video.